Hi everyone, I'm getting ready to do a new batch of soap. This one I'm going to call Summertime. I'm going to be using Indigo Fragrance Lilac and Lemon Verbena. Together they smell wonderful, so I thought it'd be a great little summertime bar. I'm getting ready to measure out my oils, and then I'm going to heat them up and get everything started. I haven't measured out my lye yet, but I'll do that, and then I'll step outside and mix it together with some Tussa Silk, because I like to use lye safety precautions, gloves, goggles, well-ventilated area, and a mask. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue with the process, and as always, I'll bring you back to show you each step. Okay, so before I went outside to mix my lye together, I just wanted to show you what I have set up here. Again, I'm using New Fragrance Oils by Indigo Fragrance Lilac and Lemon Verbena. Here are my pretty fun summer colors. Yellow, purple, this really pretty pearly white, and a green. I'm going to add a little ground pumice to the batter and some Tussa Silk. I'm going to call this Summertime, and I think it'll be perfect to use after a day at the beach. With a little pumice powder, it'll exfoliate those dead skin cells, but with the Tussa Silk, it'll leave the bar nice and creamy. So I'm going to step outside to mix my lye solution together, because you always want to use lye safety precautions like I've mentioned, and then we'll continue with each step. Oh, sorry, I also have my oil still heating up. It's a little bit of mango butter that needs to be melted down. Alrighty, so I'm going to step outside and continue with the process. Alright, I'm letting everything cool down. Here is my lye solution. I already added my sodium lactate, and if you look to the bottom right, you'll see the Tussa Silk. It's still trying to dissolve into the lye water. And then these are my oils that are cooling down, and I have the pumice, the ground pumice right there. I'm going to add that to my oils before I add the lye water to make sure it's incorporated well. And I'm thinking I'm going to add this pearl white color, because I want my colors to show up really well. And as you can see, my base batter is really, well, it's a greenish yellow. So I want to lighten it up a little bit. I won't use titanium dioxide, although it has a little bit in this, but it's not the base of that. So hopefully it won't give me any glycerin rivers or titanium dioxide cracks. So we're going to go ahead and just continue with the process, and I'll show you each step as we go along. Alright, so I added that pearl white, and it looks like twinkling stars. I love it in my oils. I also added the ground pumice. Here is my lye solution. I'm going to get ready to add it into my oils, and we'll see how this color reacts, but it looks really pretty so far. I hope it does what I want it to do, which is lighten up a little bit. I'm going to then split this into, there's going to be 3 separate batches, and I'll mix my colors, and we're going to use the full ounce of lilac and the full ounce of lemon verbena in this soap. But I'll show you what that looks like to make sure it doesn't rice, it doesn't seize, it doesn't set up my soap too fast, that it doesn't discolor the soap, and we always want the scent to hold. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue with the process, and we'll bring you back. Alright, I blended it to emulsification. And it did lighten it up a little bit to this mustard yellow. So hopefully my colors will come out the way I want them to, but you know, with soap it's always a wait and see. So I'm going to go ahead and mix my colors together, and then I'm going to add the fragrances. I haven't added them yet, just in case they act up on me, because they are new fragrances. I have never had a problem with Indigo Fragrance, but they are new, and I want to do a drop swirl type effect in this soap. So I'm going to add them last. Again, I'm going to use the full ounce of lemon verbena and the full ounce of lilac, split evenly between these 3 batches. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with the process and show you each step. Alright, here are my colors, purple, green, and yellow. I'm getting ready to add the scent to each portion of this batch, and then we're going to put it into the mold. And I'll show you when everything's completed. And then on the top, I'm going to add these jojoba beads. Alright, I went ahead and add the fragrance. It smells really good, and it's behaving well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my mold, and I'll show you when everything is set up. All right, here's the finished product. Everything held up well. I'm going to go ahead and put this aside for 24 hours and then we'll unmold it and hopefully it looks just as good on the inside. The scent is holding up nicely. It didn't rice on me as you saw when I showed you after I mixed the oils into my colors. My little boy's running around. It didn't rice, it didn't set up my soap. The scent held up nicely and it looks like the colors are holding up great too. So we'll be able to tell after 24 hours. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and unmold this and cut it and see how it looks. It smells wonderful. Here it is on the back side out of the mold. I think the colors look so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and cut each individual bar and let you see what that looks like. Okay, so each bar is cut. And this is what it looks like on the side of the bars. And then here is the front of the bars. And sorry for the camera moving all over. Here are the back of some of the bars. So everything held up really, really well. I'm really happy with how it came out. Thanks for watching. Alright, I changed my mind about the tops. It did have pink and blue jojoba beads on top. I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't think the colors are matching very well. And I wanted to see more of the effect in my soap. So I went ahead and trimmed away the tops. And I'll use those as samples for this batch. And then this is what each bar looks like. I think it looks so much better because it can show, some of the detail of the swirl effect in the soap. And I'm really, really happy that I went ahead and cut the tops off. I think it looks so much better. So again, this is called Summertime, and it'll be ready in about 4 weeks.